Hi, my name is Brian. If this is your first year as a new dad, this video is for you. My first year as a father came in 2020, then again in 2022, and once more in 2025. As a new dad early on, I kept the hard questions to myself. Now I'm going back to them, so you don't have to go through this alone. When did my baby go from feeling unfamiliar to feeling like my whole world? No one tells new dads that the moment you actually feel like you're actually a dad is not right away. It comes later on. Uh, and for me, that was around the 1 month mark. Because the truth of the matter is, early on, you you don't get much from the baby. You get a lot of responsibility, a lot of tasks, a lot of schedule, but baby for the most part is sleeping a lot of the time. And there's not much emotion other than the emotion of crying and discomfort, right? But every dad wants that moment where they actually feel like, wow, this is mine, right? This baby is my world. And if you're still waiting, your moment's gonna come shortly. But it's gonna come when you least expect it. Because my moment came when I least expected it. I don't get me wrong. By week 4, I was feeling a bit exhausted. I was giving so much to this baby, feeling all the emotions. I was just a shell of myself, and I never got a hug or a kiss, right? And obviously that sounds stupid to say, but you show some love. You want to maybe get some love back, right? But I never got any of that, and until this one night where my wife and I had a bit of a schedule at night going on where I would she would feed the baby, and then I would take over and change the baby, and then rock the baby to sleep, and then put him back in the bassinet. And that was our routine. That worked for us, and that was that was something that we got right in week 4. We didn't do a lot of things right, but we got a good routine that during the night. But regardless, one of these nights, late in the middle of the night, my wife hands me the baby, and I had every intention of burping the baby, but during the handover process, the baby burps. And I think it's because she handed me the baby in like an upright direction, like a 45-degree angle, and I took the baby, and I'll never forget this. It had one of those burps, right, where you're surprised at how a baby this small can burp like that, right? But I guess that's how much air they're bringing in. And then he burped, my son. This is 5 years ago. And he had this like reflex smile where he like smirked a bit. And I'm 99% sure he wasn't smirking at me or smiling at me. I'm pretty sure it was just a feel-good smile from the gas being let out through his mouth. But I still believe in that other 1% that smile was for me. And sometimes we have to make stories in our heads to keep us going, right? And I took that smile for myself. That smile was for me and me alone, and it gave me the energy I needed to maybe keep going when week 4 for me was a bit of a rough patch. I guess all those first 4 weeks were rough patches, right? But sometimes all you need is a bit of a sign, right? And the exciting part I want you to know is that you're going to get that sign. Maybe it's week 4, maybe it's week 5, week 6, but by week 4, they're giving more facial, uh, they're giving you more positive body language than in the earlier weeks when the body language is just wailing, right? But yeah, from that moment, I was all in, right? I mean, I was all in before, but now I'm all in, right? Now I'm like, wow, this baby's my whole world. He's smiling at me, and I'm gonna do everything I can to love him, to teach him, to motivate him, to communicate with him, just everything a father-son relationship entails, right? I was ready to sacrifice, right? And yeah, it just sometimes as a new dad, you don't need a lot to keep you going. You're just looking for a few things that will get you through those long nights and get you through this new routine and get you through the struggles. And that moment there was for me, and I'll never forget it. And this moment that I speak of, it helps you for the long road ahead, right? Because there's going to be more of these moments as your child gets older, right? That make you recognize that this is your child, right? It'll just lead to more moments in the future. And his actual first smile, and then his first word, and then his first step, right? Like, in my case, it was that first reflux smile, that gassy smile in week 4. That was the first moment. But fatherhood is hard, man. It's hard. I've got 3 kids now, and 5 years in, it's hard, right? But every now and then you get these moments that keep you going, and that's all I need, right? They make you feel like you're their dad. And if you're a new dad and you're watching this, I hope, I don't hope, I know you're gonna get this feeling soon. So all I have to say is just cherish it, and congratulations. This baby feels like your whole world now, and it won't ever go away. It won't ever go away. All right, I'll see you in the next episode. Hope this helped a new dad out there.